You mentioned about the physical meeting, you talk about the couple of things you just touch. I have a follow-up question now. So now let's come. You have to be also mindful if we are going back to the work physically, right? So physical team meeting, talk about your hygiene now, right? Well, if you go to the party, right, you have a high power of hygiene, right? It's okay. What about you go to the work? What type of hygiene you should have, right? Should you do your comb here? You had your comb. Should you have like a bad hygiene? Why it is important when you work physically? So talk about that.
Of course. Physically showing up, you're literally working with the people right next to you. You again want to put your best foot forward. You don't have to dress up like you're going to like a gala or a ball every day. You don't have to be suited and booted and do too much. You can dress normally, dress casually, but it's very important that your basics are in order. Are you do you have proper hygiene? Is your breath okay? Are you smelling decent? Now, don't take smell too seriously. You don't want to wear an overpowering perfume or scent either. That way people won't want to be with you around you because your fragrance is too strong. Or if you're not putting anything on and you have no hygiene, then they'll, of course, also don't want to be around you. It's very important how, again, you present yourself is key. That also determines how much people can interact with you and come close to you. Have your hair be decent. You don't want a bird's nest on your head. Make sure you're presenting your face accordingly. Don't just wake up and go to work. Don't come to work with eye boogers. Make sure you have, again, if you have human moments, maybe that's okay. But, every day try to put your best foot forward. You don't have to do too much, but you do have to appear decently. Be careful about your choice in clothing. Again, a lot of companies allow casual wear. Most tech workers do, but you don't want to wear anything absurd. You don't want to be too revealing. You don't want to wear something that doesn't make sense for a corporate place, regardless. Because when we had a team meetup, again, it's an anonymous person, so don't take this me as talking ill about someone. I'm just using an example. We think it was the first time the team met up after a long while, especially with people who are newer hires, let's say, who maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, and they didn't see each other yet. Everyone's trying to gauge what this person is like, and how you choose to present yourself and what you're wearing matters. Yes, let's say we're a tech company, people wear jeans and shirts, is fine. But even in that, you want to be decent. You don't want to come wearing crazy ripped jeans and, basketball sneakers. We're still at a meeting, we're still trying to show respect to others based on how you present yourself. There was someone, he's a very innocent, nice guy. He's wearing basketball shorts and a gym muscle tank top. He has his headphones around. He's sitting at the meeting. Sure, it was fine. It was harmless. But did I not overhear someone say, "Oh, I love his ideas. It seems like he's so mature when he's talking about our work, but, look at him. Like, why is he dressed like that?" These things people are making sure of. People want a package more than they just want a tools package. That was very well said. So make sure you're very careful about your upkeep. And just to be, I feel like it's mostly brown people here. It is a safe space. Unfortunately, they have a stereotype about us in the workplace that, we're always smelling like curry. We don't have hygiene. I have to admit it. I understand. I'm guessing this is what most of us have. This is our brown community. This is a
No,
stereotype that
it is true.
exists.
If you come to our house, smell curry. Is that
Definitely. And because we're used to the curry smell, we think we don't smell like it. But when you step out, like take a step outside and take a moment to smell your coat, it will smell like curry, and it will smell like that to other people too. I am guilty of this myself. I love curry too. It has happened, which is why please be careful. Like at least the clothes you wear outside, make sure they're in like a closeted space. And when you step outside, just do a quick sniff test again to make sure everything's in order. Because we're used to the curry smell, we don't we might not notice it, but other people clearly notice it. Even I noticed it sometimes, and I was like, oh gosh, that means maybe I sometimes smell like that too. Now I'm realizing. We do have some stereotypes against people who look like us about our smell, and maybe we have greasy hair, or maybe our breath is off. Just
Yeah.
be careful about those little things, because people take note of that too if we're showing up professionally.
Yes, especially the physical, please, you have to, this is important because it is human nature, right? It is common sense. To be fair, I'm very picky. Let's forget about them. I am very picky person about all of this. So these are important since people is going back to the physical job, the physical work. These are basic, but this is really you do not realize it. Or I do it, I do not realize it. And remember, this kind of things happen and not everybody is going to tell you. And then sometimes this kind of things goes very high level in the HR level because it's like kind of the awkward to even tell you all of this, to remind you all of this. Just be yourself in a way that this kind of things does not happen.